Hello. Yes. Yeah. This is another presentation. So here, this presentation, let's we going to see bubble chart. So we know about that shorting is many types of shorting is there. So we can shorting a array of contiguous elements if they are not in a proper order. So then we are using that shorting. Okay. There is many types of shorting is there: selection short, insertion short, bubble short, heap shot, and yeah, and so on. So many types of shorting is there. So here this slide we will be completely going to see about bubble shot. Okay. So yes, we were being going to see that what is bubble shot. Okay, what is bubble shot and their implementation also. So we know about implementation is nothing but if the array is not in a proper order, so then we are going to arrange them in a ascending order. Okay. So we get input from user, we don't know whether it will be that proper order, or maybe they can give any such numbers, maybe like a 5 first they will give, then after they will give 3, then after 2. There is like a input. This is all user defined, user given data. So we don't uh, we don't predict how the data will be. So this is what. So the bubble chart itself, it having a it does carrying a name, it is carrying a so this is a bubble chart is like a bubble. We know that bubble is like a bubble is like a weightless, am I right? So when we are bubbles are, it's like a easily flowing air, we can easily see. So this is what, like it like a, it will automatically pull up the very smallest value from at any of that array. It will automatically bring out that small value at that first, at the beginning. Okay. So it will automatically bring that value at that beginning. Okay. This is what it's called, a bubble chart. Okay. So let's we go get into the next slide. Yeah, list of contents. This is all the contents in this slide we were going to see. So don't take so we don't take much time on theory. Instead we just go with that what is that bubble chart and how we can implement, and algorithm also we were going to see. So first, that is introduction and illustrating figures, algorithm, implementation in three languages: Java, C++, and Python. And it's a performance, best, average, and worst cases. So we were going to see three types of implementation. It's like a best case and average case and worst case. It's all defined by runtime and compilation. So compilation is also be like easiest and not take much time, and space complexity, runtime, it's all plays a major role. So that one will only those things will only those things only we are used to aspect that that implementation is a best case or average case or worst case. Okay. So then after execution and some other notes also. So okay, let's get into the next slide, friends. So introduction, yeah, I tell that there is a, so some algorithms we are using repeatedly to the swapping that all the elements in a wrong order to appropriate one. So this is what they are written in. Let's get into that. So yeah, before we get into that implementation of implementation of bubble chart, so first we let try to understand this one. So this is nothing but, don't fear guys, there is like a white chart and inside that many numbers. Don't be afraid, because I'm there with you to help you to understand this. So I'll explain. If there are any doubts, you can ask me. So you can ask. So in this we are using a two loops. Okay. So bubble chart we were going to use two loops. So first loop will be the first loop, and then second loop will be that performing all the execution. So I and j. So there's a two for loops we are being going to use. So I'll just give a some, I'll just give us some overdraw view. This about, so how to be how that bubble chart is does works, because we should know about that how the bubble chart. um, so here we seen 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. This is a contiguous memory, contiguous user given element. Okay. So this is all user defined that elements. So we are getting that input from the user. So then after we are going to do a perform, we are going to do performing. Okay. Yeah, so yeah, 53198247. Sorry, so that is actually the user given data. So those things, those datas we are, those elements we are going to make it in a order. Okay. So 53198247. So that's one is the array. Okay, yeah, set of array. So set of array elements. So first we check it out. So first we are checking. So just we go with that simple. So first, if we are get understood by a simple way, then it's we can easily develop a code is very easy. First we need understanding whatever the code that we are doing. First we need understanding about that problem. If we get a understanding, it's better, then it's easy to do a code, because understanding is play a comprehending. So yeah, this is called comprehending is a 50% of your understanding. So if you get 50% understanding is very clear, then you can do. And other the parts are 50% is it is developing a code. So yeah, first we get into that. So we are checking 5 3. So we bubble chart is nothing but it's ascending. It's like we are ascending element in a proper order. Okay, so 3 5 is there. So first we are checking 3 and 5. So 3 is greater than 5. So yeah, 5. Okay, 5 3 is there. First we just have to see that is 0. Okay, j is 0. First we have to see. So 5 3 is there. So here we have to check 3 is greater than 5 is so first we are checking 0 and 1. 5 is greater than 3. Yes, 5 is greater than 3, but here we have to check 3 is greater than 5. So yeah, it's a false. So then we have to be replace them. So then we have to swap them. So 3 will be in 0th element, 0th position, 0th index, and 5 will be the first index. So this is what we are doing. So this is how we are checking. So next iteration we are checking. One is greater than 5. It's a false statement. So 1 is greater than 5 is false statement. So swapping is happen. Yeah, swapping is happen. So yeah, one is from index position 1, 5 is index position 2. It's swapped, and 9 is greater than, yeah, 9 is greater than 5, that we are checking as it's a true. Yeah, then the next iteration will go. So now the third iteration we are doing. So last element where we are end up with, so 9 and 8. So it will be go on 9 and 8. So 9 is 8 is greater than 9. So just tell me 8 is greater than 9. No, it's a false. So then we have to swap them. So 8 will be in third position, 9 will be fourth position. So next we are checking 8 is, yes, the swapping performance all will be done. So there is a four iteration has been done. So there is a fifth iteration that we are getting. We are checking that 2 is greater than 9. Is it true? 2 is greater than 9? No, there is no true. So then that those both will be swapping. So 2 will be in fourth position, 9 will be in fifth position. So then after we are checking 4 is greater than 9. No, it's a false. So it will be swap. So 4 will become 9 is come. So then after we are checking 9 and 7. So 9 and 7. First we are checking. So here no. So here 9 is greater than 7. So it will be swapping. So here you seen there is all the ascending performation has done by at the end of the program to till first. It's like a descendingly descending way we came with the sorting performation. We are doing sorting execution. So it will be like a the which elements having a lower value, that will be automatically move left side. So which are the values are high, that will be move right side. So there is like we are doing. So here some swapping also happen. So if the so we have to move all the higher value elements in the right side, so that we have to do a swapping performation. So it's like a first iteration. So there is a two loop we are carrying. So there is a how many elements is there is time, and then inside one more loop that we are using to check with another loop. So this is like a keep on repeating. The two loops will keep on repeating. So it's like order of n. Sorry, it's not order of n, it's a n into n, because for loop inside another for loop is there. It's like a nested loop. So loop inside another loop, it's called a nested loop. That is a n square. Okay, so here we are checking. So it will be, it's nothing but first that all the small elements will automatically pulled to that left side, yes, left side, and that all the big elements are pushed into right side. Okay, so this is like we are the values will automatically aligned by this algorithm. So we are giving an algorithm. So then after each time the iteration when get ends, there is a first for loop. We know there is each time there is get end, there is will ignore that end of the value. So keep ending, there is will never go on to again check whether that end of value, instead of it's just like a, it's like a redirected that iteration. So yeah, this is for like it will be keep repeating that all the process until that until that until that array is become continuous memory location. I mean not a continuous, it is like a proper sorting order. So when we given that all algorithm is right, so it will be automatically will happens. So yeah, this is an example. I hope this example is very clear. If you're not clear with this algorithm, yeah, then it's then you can go and just check it out in another YouTube channel links, Bubbleshot. Even you can check it out in my description also. I'll give that link to check it out, Bubbleshot link. Okay, Bubbleshot, how to learn easily. Okay, so here there is an algorithm that we are getting to that. So yeah, so let's instead of seeing theories, let's go get into that let's get into that solution. So yeah, so here is implementation that we are going to see now. So let's see. So this is a C++. Okay, so I telling you that this is a function only they were given. So Bubbleshot is a function that we are using. There is a size of there is a length of array. So there is a base address of the array and the length, so that they were passing as argument. So inside we are using swaps equal to false bool they were using. So this is a kind of yeah, solution. So first for loop they are using, so first for loop they are using, and second for loop, and then after they are checking that one element with another element. So if that second element is greater than, if the second element is lesser than that first element, then they will be swapping will happen. So swapping, based on the swapping it will be do. So it's like a keep on doing. I'll give a clear view in this one. So yeah, just check it friends. So this is all that type. So let's we get into that Python. Yeah, Python also there. So Java, okay, just see. So this is a Bubbleshot. So we are using bool swap. So this is a optimized solution, you know, this is optimized solution. So there is a three kinds of solution: optimized solution, okay, average solution, and worst case solution also. So first we are there is only one. So that array and the length of the array, the both are given. So it will be like inside of the two for loop that we are given to check that first for loop that that will run that total elements, how many elements are present in that length of that. Second one will be run so to check that each time that will run to the entire array elements. So entire array of all the elements to ascending that value. Each time that inside that for loop it's get ends, it will be move out all the values in a all the small values in a left side, all the greater values in right side. So this is like we are keep doing. So on that here we are using bool conditions. So if that bool condition is false, so if the we are using first bool condition. So because if bool condition, it will return as output of 1 or 0. So if it is written as true, it will swap the value one element to another element as changing its address, or otherwise it will be like a false. Okay, if that it's not like it's like a proper order in array, it don't change it. So instead it like, so yeah, so we seen as a implementation C++, Java. Yeah, Java is also same like that what I said now. So and then Python is like a readable language, so we can easily check it out. So it's like a readable. Yeah, these three are the major language that we are using. Okay, I hope there is a Bubbleshot is very clear. Even if you're not clear, I'll give a description link to check it out, the Bubbleshot, so you can just easily go and check it out. That, thank you so much. So I hope the slides are getting. Performation time is almost, it takes only, so let's take a order of n. So worst case is order of n square. Average case is also okay, in between they are using. So yeah, it's like ended. So time complexity is n square. Yeah, this is a best case performance. So I hope there is like a clear. So execution is like it will be happen. I told you that. So just see. And the nodes is shorting in place, yes, stable, yes, online, yes, algorithm paradigm, yeah, increment approach, yeah. Thank you friends for your kind patience. um, so if there is any wrong information or any wrong data I were given, so kindly let me know in comments. Thank you.